there's sort of like the questions and things that we're working out as a team right now is what does our community want? Because we're set up to basically give you guys whatever you want. We can give you behind the scenes. I can put a camera in our game dev's house and follow him around for the day. If that's what you guys want, we can make it happen. We've literally now set ourselves up where we've got our own little media company, which I don't think's happening in any other project. I don't know. I haven't been around the space for that long, but I highly doubt that's what's going on. So yeah, like it's great to hear that feedback. And so for you, like just looking, you've got a little, what's your little what's your little dude you got there, Warburn?
That's a cozy cosmonaut from the
Cozy
Fuse Network.
Cosmonaut. So what's going on with that project? Like, so what is it specifically like for yourself? Because I know that you've been around our project for ages, man. And you're rocking that NFT project's picture. What is it about that NFT project that you like?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, just the artwork and the community spirit as well. So certainly on the Fuse Network, it's quite a yeah, quite a friendly, approachable community, very helpful, and sometimes a little bit of alpha as well released, because you get to talk to devs that are closely aligned with FuseDAO or the Fuse team as well. So you get to understand a little bit more what's going on. And I think when you're in this sort of crypto space and everything's very fast paced, um, that's quite useful. But also there's a general interest in these things, and certainly with your the not just the game, but all the other aspects you were looking to achieve with Fightcoin in general. I think, yeah, I mean, there's a general aspect interest in the artwork, all those things. So yeah.
Yeah, well, we've just been given a challenge, especially, and it's a great challenge for myself because I've been invested in crypto for about 18 months or so. So I can probably talk about that until I'm blue in the face, like every other amateur crypto investor. But um, but NFTs, I literally bought my first ones yesterday because we were sort of given that project by the big wigs to sort of dive into the space. So I know exactly what you're saying about the art and the community because I've been sort of delving into that and it's amazing. Like the NFT space for followers and that. Like I've basically been in MMA Twitter only, and mate, getting a follower back in MMA Twitter, you got to follow like 20 people before you get someone that follows you back. But in this NFT space, everyone just seems to be. I think it sort of gives you like a feeling of place. It's kind of like that community thing where it's like these days you don't even really know your next door neighbors, do you? But if we've got the same NFT project as our profile picture, I kind of know you better than what I know my next door neighbor. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I get you. There's always that tension as well if you want to change it. Then people go, hold on, who's this dude? Don't recognize him.
Yeah, that's true. That's always you got to always make sure you engage that first community really well before you start moving on for sure.
Now, listen, I'm not sure if anyone's seen. I've come across a little bit of news. And by the way, please, anyone that wants to have a chat. Oh, hang on, we've got someone. Who have we got? Oh, Melissa's up. G'day, Melissa. How you doing?
Hi, hi.
It looks like
How are you?
yeah.
There might be a bit of a lag on my end. I just actually just wanted to touch upon the point you made about knowing people in this space better than you know your neighbor. I think it's also because of the fact that we subconsciously know that people have similar shared values in this space. It's not just the picture, it's the fact that there's an open mindedness, there's the fact that we're very futuristic or very into the future and into possibility and very open minded. And so I feel like that also creates an instant not an instant friendship, because that's maybe too heavy-handed a word, but I definitely feel that it creates a connection where we're like, yeah, we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And that's sort of like my huge experience that I've just got in the last 24 hours of, they're not going to come and mow your lawn for you, but, they're certainly going to talk about, what you have in common and the certain things that you may share. So I couldn't agree more, Melissa. So what sort of projects have you been looking at lately?
Well, you said you joined 24 hours ago. I joined a week ago, and not just the NFT space, but the whole crypto world and Twitter. So it's kind of all very new to me. I am an artist. I am a photographer. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I also gamify self-care using mythological stories. So there's that, and I'm now considering maybe combining the three into Web3 based art, but I'm still just soaking in stuff and learning. I'm a huge gamer. And when I say I'm a gamer, I don't mean in the sense that I'm good at it. I just mean that I love to do it. And so, yeah, I've just been like soaking in knowledge from these spaces, kind of reverse engineering what people are saying for their projects, even if they've got nothing to do with mine. It's sort of like I can still learn from industries that aren't my own, because I feel like there's still things to be learned. So, yeah, just kind of learning. That's where I'm at right now.
I think that's what we're all doing, hey. And if anyone says that they're an expert in this space and their name's not Gary V, I think they should just probably take a step back. But what sort of have you actually bought an NFT yet?
I'm very embarrassed to say I haven't even opened my wallet yet.
No, don't be embarrassed. Like honestly, I think there was someone in our team yesterday, and this is going to be funny. Maybe Sean, you should cut this little clip up and send it to him. But we're kind of like helping each other through it, and obviously some people have more experience than others. And there's a guy in our team. We won't mention names, but he knows who he is. It literally took him about 14 hours to work out how to buy his first NFT. So, like I wouldn't be embarrassed at all. Like I said, I literally bought my first, and now I can't stop. Now I think I'm already addicted.
I
Like
was up
now
so
I'm looking
late.
into I'm looking at buying freaking islands and turtles and fucking dinos. I don't know what's going on. Like it's like window shopping on crack. Like it's like if you like window shopping, you do not want to get into NFTs. And I hate shopping. I freaking hate shop. You take me to the shops. I've got mate. I've got a list in my head. It's get there, get in, get it, get out. See you later. Have a nice day, mate. I was on OpenSea for hours, going, hang on, wait. That one's got a little sun. That's got a little love heart emoji. Wait, check out. How rare is it? How rare is it? Look, this is 24 hours. What the fuck's going on?
It never stops.
Well, I mean, the
No,
other
no.
thing I was gonna say is like I don't know if any of you have ever been on Second Life. It was very big many years ago. I feel
Oh
like
my
I'm
gosh, you're gonna get
my
him
age
started
away.
on Second Life now. Okay, here we go.
Wait. Hang on, wait, Melissa. We may actually somehow, because I think I've told this story in Spaces. Remember, Sean? I was once a Second Life musician myself.
That's amazing. That was kind of the goals when I got onto Second Life, but at the time I was just, I think, too disorganized to actually do it. Um, yeah, that's amazing. But the thing I was going to say is that I feel like people who have been on Second Life have the, I don't want to say advantage, but they have the awareness already of the culture that is forming around the metaverse and Web3. I mean, it's not going to be the same thing. We can't exactly make predictions based on Second Life, because that would be foolish. Second Life was very limited in some ways. But I do feel that having that experience has allowed me to perceive and learn a little faster than I would have if I would have come here going, I've never played a game in my life. I've never been on Second Life, like completely new. So yeah, I have an appreciation for it, but just learning.
I couldn't agree more with Second Life. Like literally when I entered the space, that's where I went, like my light bulb went off. I was like, hang on, if this is Second Life. This is like literally, but everyone, like, there's more marketing behind it now. Do you know what I mean? Like, Second Life had its own economy, and it had its own marketplace. It had its own, like, everyone within the world created everything within the world, and they got to sell it. I literally had people making me tip jars where I could go in and just play my little set, and people could click on a little tip jar and send me lindens. And at that stage, I think it was like 247 lindens per US dollar. At one stage in the game, I literally did it for a job for about 18 months because I was getting paid 5,000 lindens per hour per show. And I'd usually make between 1 or 2x that in tips. So I could be getting like 15,000 lindens, which was like 250. Hang on, so it's like 3:30 in the morning. Someone do the math on it for me. But I think it worked out to be about like 80, 90, 100 odd US dollars a show. And at the time, it was like 55 Australian cents per US dollar. It was like $200 an hour to play music. And I'm not even that good. So I totally get it. But anyway, enough about me. We've got another speaker up here. Shawnee, bring him up.
Yo, fight legends. So I want to ask a question. So basically, I am a web developer now. So I just want to know more about Web3. So how to integrate it, and how can you like develop Web3 websites and all. Like it's a really cool concept and all.
Oh, well, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's far beyond, I think, Wombat and I's skill set. Where we have Disley and an awesome development team looking into Web3, and there's definitely ways to get in on that. And I'm sure there's definitely great communities. I kind of grew up, as far as like my blockchain self is concerned, on the Hive blockchain, and they are always great at building communities and have really low entry, kind of great on ramps for developers looking to start working on Web3. So yeah, definitely just do your research, join these spaces, and you'll definitely find the people you are looking for that'll help you, because these spaces are great for that. This is like real time. You can't find this information on YouTube. The industry changes too fast. Every day there's something new. The spaces are where it's at. This is where you learn from the people in it, doing it every day, and it couldn't be greater of a resource for that.
And what I'll say as well, brother, is on Friday, well, it depends on where you are, but on my Fridays and in the States on Thursdays, we actually have a CEO and a game dev spaces where you can also jump on and ask questions like that to these guys that can literally off the top of their head give the answer. So if you're around, I believe that will be in about 36 hours time, Sean.
Yep.
And we also have another one at 3 p.m. Well, that's my time as well. So that's in about 11 and a half hours time, which we'll also have our CEO and Ludify in as well. So, mate, there's plenty of times that we can answer those questions. Unfortunately, Shawnee and I are just the hosts trying to sort of get the word out there and that. But definitely, if you jump in on those times, and also you can check back through our Fight Legends media on YouTube, where we also interview our CEO and our game dev all the time. And, mate, also join our Discord. We've got plenty of people to answer those questions for you. Unfortunately, tonight, we're not the dudes. But thanks very much.
Yeah, it's totally okay. So, what's Fight Legends actually? So, is it a game like Axie Infinity and all?
Go ahead, Wombat, or if you want me to take this one.
Look, well, either of us can take it. I mean,
yeah.
Warborn can probably take it. A lot of our fans could probably take this for you. But
hey guys,
I mean, basically,
before y'all get started, I just want to say, man, it's a pleasure. Looking forward to future collabs with Crypto Champions and Fight Legends, and everything you're building is gonna go to the moon. I hope so, bro. Keep working, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you so much for dropping in.
Legend, man. Thank you. Yeah, so basically, mate, have you ever played Street Fighter 2 is basically what we could say. Basically, our main Yeah, our main artist was the artist on we've got the Street Fighter 5 and the Tekken 6, is it, Sean?
I believe 5 and 6 for our animator and Soul Calibur, and for our level designer, Street Fighter 5 alumnus. So that's very cool.
Yeah, exactly. So we've basically, that's why when you have a look at our game and all the demos and things that you'll come across, it'll kind of have that feel. So intrinsically, that's what it is. I mean, we're building a game that's fun first. So if you think Street Fighter 2, we're all over it, So, but basically behind that is where we put the Web3 technology with your NFTs and all those sorts of things. So within the game, we're going to have a basic set of characters, which we're developing at the moment, which you can see the art for throughout our social media and all those sorts of things. And basically now at the moment we have one playable character who's an actual in real life martial artist. His name's Ross Levine. He fights in karate combat. He's 5-0. He's the 2019 Glory KO of the Year award winner. 2021 Karate Combat. So what we're doing is we're taking our generic set of fighters, which humans. They could be, I think we've got some sketches for some dodgy aliens and things like that as well. But we're also bringing in real life legends of the fight game. And that's kind of where, where our NFT comes into it. So we will have NFTs on, for argument's sake, we have Shannon Briggs, the former two-time heavyweight champion boxer of the world. He's in our game. Actually, very, very soon, I believe he'll be able to get demoed. Ross Levine, Bob Sapp will be officially announced, I believe, next week. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that or not. So basically, mate, it's a Street Fighter 2 game with our own little characters where we're bringing in also real-life martial artists that are absolute legends within that realm. We also have a charity attached to our project where we will be, it's Fight Fund, where we will be doing quite a lot of things within the community with martial arts. Our CEO actually comes from a martial arts background. Funnily enough, the reason why I'm in this project is because I come from the exact same background that he comes from. He used to be a promoter. I'm also a promoter as well. I'm not sure if you can tell by the speech that I'm giving you right now, but essentially, mate, that's what the project is.
Yeah, indeed. Is there's like a mobile application or something, so you can play the game on?
Yeah, so the way to get early access to play the demo right now and grow, as you know, like we were talking about earlier, different developments or updates are happening all the time. You got to get in and purchase a Bloody Faces NFT that allows you early access, like I said, to the demo, to the special Bloody Faces Clubhouse, and all sorts of other perks. So bloodyfaces.io. I believe it's 44 Matic right now. So you can go ahead and check that out and get involved in the community. FightLegends.io is the website that'll lead you to Discord and our YouTube and that sort of thing.
And the Bloody Faces at the moment, it's kind of like our CEO's baby. It's what he started. And he wants to make it kind of like a secret society within Fight Legends that only the OGs know about. So, once mass adoption happens, hopefully a Street Fighter 2 sort of game will take on, it's basically the OGs that were behind the project to start with. And so already we have kind of like a little stage. Like if you hold a Bloody Faces NFT, you get your own stage that no one else can get. You can download, like Shawnee was saying, you can download and demo the game. There will be a lot of other things. Apparently, there's a little arcade that's built into the Bloody Faces when you sign in with your wallet that, we'll be building little arcade games. I can't remember. There was another game that I used to play where you used to be able to go on and play little. Off the top of my head.
Oh, geez, what is that game? Oh man.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But you used to be able to log in and play little games within a game, and that's what it's going to be. So little secret society. So if anyone's interested in purchasing an NFT, that's going to hold value and utility over quite a long period. That's attached to this project. Definitely check it out.
And you can
100%.
buy 3. You know, if you believe in this project like we all do, you see the alpha in the team and in the animations and in the game demo. That's all right before your eyes, and you think you see this going big, doing big things, going places. Buy 3 of those, and those other 2 people are going to want access to this exclusive clubhouse once they find out that you're playing on this exclusive map, this exclusive level. You've got access to an exclusive marketplace between you and other Bloody Faces holders. They're going to want in. It's going to raise the floor price, and it's going to be huge.
Well, listen, I want to talk about one more thing before we jump off. And if anyone's got any more questions or wants to have a chat, please jump up. But it's getting to 20 to 4 in the morning here. So before the sun comes up, Uncle Wombat probably needs to go to bed. But I've just come across LimeWire is coming back in the crypto space. So I'll just read out this little news article that I come across. LimeWire, the defunct file sharing website, is set to make a comeback. Controversial service was shut down back in 2010 after a lengthy legal battle with the Recording Industry Association of America, and we know what happened there, right? I mean, at its height, LimeWire was huge. It was probably the most popular peer-to-peer file sharing system on any sort of website over the whole world, and they're bringing it back. Hang on, if I scroll down, they're bringing it back as an NFT marketplace, which is crazy. So now essentially what it was your file sharing service, and now they're bringing it back as an NFT marketplace. So it's got huge brand recognition for boomers, for people my age that actually remember LimeWire. I'm not sure. Melissa, have you ever heard of LimeWire, Melissa?
I have. I was busy making a tweet about the space. Yeah, no, I do remember that. I'm chuckling while you're telling me this, while you're telling all of us this, actually.
Yeah, so it's absolutely insane. So I'm not sure. Apparently, a company acquired it, and they've been looking at what they actually want to bring it back as. And apparently, the company that's acquired it has got something to do with the Wu-Tang Clan as well. So protect your neck. I don't know what's going on there, but that's some news that I come across that I thought some people might be interested in.
I mean, it's amazing, and yet it's also easy to see how it's a great way to bring in hordes of people from a certain market. Like the way with Pokemon, it's like there is a certain market that remembers Pokemon cards with such fondness that we will automatically just run towards things related to Pokemon cards. And I feel like it's the same with this, that there's maybe I'm being very skeptical and cynical, but I feel like there is a slight ploy of playing on nostalgia a little bit just to get the numbers up.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, look.
Oh, we know how that works.
Yeah, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, eh?
Well, I think we've seen that in the case of like other fighting projects where they're not putting in the work. They're using the from the box moves, as the animations, and they're trying to make it the best they can look like what? Look like Street Fighter V, like Tekken, and hoping that people ape in and don't pay attention to the rest. Whereas we decided, no, we're going to actually bring these people on, build the game. Now here, check this out, and now we're going to show you everything to invest in. So I think that's definitely it. People try and play on nostalgia, and that's definitely something that's still, a thing in the GameFi space, of course.
I just want to add one thing. Sorry, I know you need to go to sleep, but I think there's nothing wrong with playing on nostalgia when it's coming from a space of nostalgia yourself. Right. So if you guys are so passionate about this and it's like, well, we miss the old games and we miss Tekken and we enjoyed Tekken when we were growing up or whatever age we were, like, then it's more genuine and there's like this shared nostalgia. But in the case of bigger companies, I think that's where I get a little more cynical, because it's like there's a suit doing this. This is not genuine nostalgia,
Well, like we were saying before, we have a very big announcement that we'll be making hopefully very soon. Because I'm sick of saying that, because it's kind of been within the company now for a week that we've known, and it's actually been sealed up. But the nostalgia will all make sense very, very soon. Let's just put it that way. But listen, I've had a great time. I'm going to have to wrap it up. I'm not sure if Shawnee wants to hang around, or if anyone wants to have a question or jump up and have a chat. But we're going to be looking to do this pretty much nightly, aren't we, Sean?
Absolutely, yeah. At least during the week, we might give you the weekends off. I don't know. I'll think about it, but at least during the week, we're going to hang out and welcome everyone. Every morning to the crypto world.
And Warburn, yeah, have a chat. But please, if anyone's got an NFT project, I think I've got a little bit of an addiction that I need to scratch. So if you want to, in the chat, if you have a look, please send me all your NFT things, because I need to buy some. Warburn, what do you got, brother?
I'm going to say you're going to regret that. But no, I was going to really just, as a community member myself, and obviously recognizing there are people that might be listening with a different sort of experience of the crypto space and NFT space, is that, really joining the Telegram and the Discord is a really useful thing. I've always found it really welcoming, and the people in there are really helpful. So, no question is a silly question. So join one of these, and if I'm about, happy to impart any advice I can.
Awesome.
You're a legend, mate. You're a massive supporter, and it's always good to see you. What's the time where you are?
Here, I'm UTC, so it's, what is it, about coming up for 5 in the afternoon?
Oh, I remember those days. How's the weather these days, mate? Is it really cold and dark and grey?
Not dark, but grey and wet. Yes.
Yeah, I lived in that time zone for about 3 years. Yeah, not so good on the weather. Not so much.
Yeah, I'm in Scotland, so I relate.
Oh, yes. I did a Hogmanay once, and that'll do.
Well, Melissa, we're not far away then.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, every morning we'll catch you here around this time, and we're not going to keep any promises as to the minute, but it'll be around 7 in the morning or so PST. So make sure you either set reminders or keep a lookout. Like tonight, we have is that tonight, Wombat? We've got an AMA coming up, so make sure everyone is hanging out for that. And we definitely have a tweet out with that space is scheduled. So go ahead and find that and set a reminder.
That will be in 11 hours and 15 minutes, because if I say stuff with time zones, we'll just get it all wrong. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, you're in the future, so won't even worry about that, and we'll just see you in 11 hours on that Spaces. All right, well, thanks again, Wombat, for joining me here. Thank you for everyone who came up to speak. Thank you to everyone who hung out and listened, and we'll see you on the next Fight Legends GM tomorrow morning. Later.